Hello, merhaba. So let's begin learning Turkish. You know, when you build a house, you first need to lay a foundation. In the same way with the language. In the Turkish language, we build a foundation of harmonies of vowels, but that may sound a bit complicated. Let's begin with a simple thing. First of all, let's begin with singular and plural. Bardak, a glass, bardak. In plural, bardaklar. Kalem, that's a pen. And the plural, kalemler. Flower, çiçek, çiçekler. Soğan, soğanlar. Nar, narlar. Kaşık, kaşıklar. So you noticed me repeating lar and ler all the time for the plurals. The question is when we use lar and when we use ler, and what is harmony? Harmony is very easy. If it ends with the vowel a, then it should be a. Nar, the plural, will be narlar, right? And if it ends with e, that's the second option, then you need to use e. For instance, kalem, kalemler, larler. Yes, but there are other vowels as well, not only a and e. Then which ones do we need to use? For instance, this is kaşık. And so which one do you use? Kaşıklar or kaşıkler? In order to determine this, we need to know to which category the vowel ı belongs. It may be even difficult for you to pronounce ı because it's not in English. There are two vowels in Turkish which sound similar for the English ear, I guess. It is ı and i. So the vowels, all the vowels, we can divide them into two. And you know, Turkish vowels are actually 8. So you can draw them on a table with 4 being the so-called front vowels and 4 of them being so-called back vowels. So listen, which ones are the back ones? Are the ones like a, o, u, and this one, ı, kaşıklar. So for all of these, of course, the harmonical choice will be lar, not ler. Lar, because it goes to the back of your throat, lar. Kaşıklar, narlar, soğanlar, çiçek, and here you need to use ler, çiçekler. So e is in front of your mouth. There are also other 3 vowels which are in front. It is i and ö, ü. Yeah, this also may be a bit difficult to pronounce. So you see, when you say with the back of your throat, you say o. In the front, you say ö. At the back, you say u. In front, you say ü. This carrot is named havuç in Turkish. If you want to say it in plural, you need to use havuçlar. Among my objects, I'm trying to find one which ends with, for instance, ö or ü. But I cannot find. But I can find it here in my body. Göz. Göz is an eye. Gözler. Gözler is eyes. This vowel harmony is like the foundation for our house that we are building as we study Turkish language. Because Turkish language is one of those languages that use lots of affixes. You take a word and you add one affix, another affix, another affix, and they all follow the harmony. So they are harmonical, right? Isn't it harmonical to say narlar, not narler? Or to say, for instance, çiçekler, not çiçeklar, right? It comes natural from us. And sometimes inside the words sound like a and e together. For instance, elma or kalem. In this case, you follow the last vowel. Elmalar, kalemler. Now let's look at how numerals are used in Turkish. Numerals, like in English, we have numerals here, pretty simple. Just like in English, you have 1, 2, 3. In Turkish, you have 1, 2, 3. But Turkish numerals are even simpler. The reason is that the words that they're attached to don't have to use plural affix. For instance, in English you say one pen, two pens, three pens. But in Turkish, you need to say one pen, two pens, three pen. You don't need to use the plural suffixes. Okay, so let's see how it will sound in Turkish then. Bir kalem, iki kalem, üç kalem. Nothing changes. And if you ask how many pens, you also ask how many pen in Turkish. Kaç kalem? Üç kalem. You see, so you use plural when you talk about plurality without numeral. When you use numeral, you don't need to use plural. So, what do we have here? Soğanlar. Right? Onions. Soğanlar. If you want to ask how many onions you have, kaç soğan? So you don't say kaç soğanlar. Kaç soğan. Or you can use the word pieces. Tane. Very often we would use how many pieces of onion. Kaç tane soğan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tane soğan. 5 onions. So let's see kaç tane, how many of things we have here. Bardak. Kaç bardak? 1, 2, 3. 3 tane bardak. Or 3 bardak. Kaşık. 1 kaşık. 2 kaşık. 3 kaşık. 4 kaşık. 5 kaşık. So we call these kaşıklar. Kaşıklar. But when you use numeral we say 5 kaşık, not 5 kaşıklar. No, 5 kaşık. Let's learn to use simple sentences like this is a. Bu, just say bu and then name it. For instance, bu nar. This is a pomegranate. Bu nar. Oh, if you want to say in plural, you will have to say bunlar, narlar. You also use bunlar for plural. It's just like you use in English this and these. For these you say bunlar. So for instance, bunlar çiçekler. Bu çiçek. Bunlar çiçekler. Kaç tane çiçek? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tane çiçek. Bunlar patates. Patatesler. Kaç tane patates? 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 patates. 3 tane patates. Havuç. Havuç. Havuçlar. Kaç havuç? Kaç tane havuç? 2 tane havuç. Elma. Bunlar elmalar. Kaç tane elma? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elma. Kalem. Kaç kalem? 3 kalem. Bunlar kalemler. And today we also learn how to say greetings. For instance, you say hello. In Turkish you say merhaba. And also you can use words like good afternoon and good evening. So afternoon, the word that is used for afternoon is gün. It actually means day. İyi means good. So we can use this adjective iyi and the word gün. But in Turkish you have to say good days or good afternoons and good evenings. So when you greet somebody in the daytime, or when you say hello or you say goodbye, when you part in the daytime, you may say iyi günler, good days. And in the evening you may say iyi akşamlar. Akşam is evening. And gece is night. So if you want to say good night, you can actually say İyi geceler.